Suddenly, I break through the crowd, or it disappears. I'm not sure, and I'm left alone in the dark. The scenery has changed now, and I'm no longer in the midst of Junkanoo. I'm not even in Nassau anymore. The shops, people, and parade have been replaced with trees, houses, and pavement. It takes me a moment, but I realize where I am. I'm back in Cleveland at a place I know all too well. I walk down a path I've traveled 100 times. It's the fateful road that runs in front of my house. And I know this is where I'll find Sammy. I know this because it's where I found her the last time. This is where I find her every time. Each and every time I dream of her. I quicken my pace, running down the street to where it intersects the main road that runs through town. When I reach the corner, I peer right and see what I see there every time. There, about a quarter-mile down the road, I see brake lights and the familiar blue and red dome lights of the police cars and waiting ambulance. I run towards the lights, only slowing when I reach the multitude assembled to bear witness. I have to push my way through to see the inevitable scene. The crowd dissipates as if they were a stream that's been suddenly disrupted. When they've gone, I see a form on the ground, a twisted mass of clothing, flesh, hair, and blood. I slowly approach the form, afraid of what I'll find. It takes me a moment to recognize the scarf around the figure's neck, but I can tell that it's the same cashmere scarf I gave Sammy the year before. But it's not the same one, really. It can't be. This one is wrapped around the body lying still on the ground. Puzzled, I glare at the scarf until the two become one. I drop to my knees in front of the body for a closer look. It too looks somewhat familiar, yet at the same time it doesn't look familiar at all. Bending over the figure, I brush away hair until I can see her face. I recognize her almost instantly to be my beloved Sammy, her dead eyes pointed upward as if she's staring into space. I'm numb at this point, still in disbelief of what I'm seeing. This is her, but it can't be. It just can't be. She was alive only moments ago, or was that months? This cannot be the woman I love. It just can't be. Without warning, her body moves, her hand stabbing outward, anchoring onto my wrist. In one motion, she pulls me down until I'm glaring into her bleeding eyes that are wide and focused on mine. I try to pull away, to run from this thing that can't be Sammy. But I'm forever trapped, peering into these lifeless eyes. Suddenly, her lips move and she screams out, "Get away, Matt! You have to get away!" Trapped in fear, in this nightmare, I start to scream.